Hi everyone, my name is Emma Gatman. I'm coming from New York City. I'm the newly appointed chair of the Department of Dermatology at Mount Sinai in New York. And I also had a center for eczema and a large lab that focuses on inflammatory skin diseases. My primary expertise is atopic dermatitis, but recently I'm also branching to other inflammatory skin conditions such as alopecia areata, contact dermatitis, as well as other more rare diseases such as ichthyosis and scarring alopecias. And I believe I'm considered an expert in inflammatory skin diseases. So we are experiencing in recent years a really translational revolution in inflammatory skin diseases, and we need different approaches of omics, including transcriptomics, proteomics, to really explore the pathogenesis of inflammatory skin diseases and also treatment response biomarkers that can lead eventually to new treatments for inflammatory skin diseases. And I have to say that in recent years, with Olink and the use of the Olink platform in order to develop biomarkers for atopic dermatitis and other inflammatory skin conditions was extremely instrumental for my own research. And I think it benefited the field of atopic dermatitis and psoriasis. And we are now going to explore other inflammatory skin diseases also using this platform. And I think eventually this can lead to more discovery and also to a personalized medicine approach in inflammatory skin diseases, since, and this is an important point, these diseases are not one size fits all. There are different subtypes of a disease, and we need very sensitive biomarkers that can tell us eventually which drug to use in which patient. And I think the fact that it only necessitates so little tissue, if it's blood or skin or tape strips, that means we can utilize it in many more patients, including in pediatrics, and particularly in a disease such as atopic dermatitis that involves so many children worldwide. I think that's a very important attribute of this platform. And I myself benefited a lot from the use of this platform. And I think eventually the entire dermatology field and the eczema field benefits from this platform. So I'm very thankful for the collaboration with Olink. So I think the future of dermatology and particularly inflammatory skin diseases will involve a lot of biomarkers, because I think we will get to a stage of personalized medicine very similar to cancer, in which a certain biomarker will tell us which drug to use for which patient. And for that, we need tools that are sensitive and will utilize a small amount of tissue, because it's very clear that we cannot, for example, biopsy everybody. And I think the future will involve more tape strips that are minimally invasive. And I have to say that using Olink proteomics, we showed that with only 2 tape strips, we are able to extract enough information from the skin cells to define disease biomarkers. And also you need a very small quantity of blood using Olink proteomics in order to define biomarkers. And I think that's a huge plus of this platform that can be applied to multiple types of populations, including pediatric populations.